Pisces, welcome to your April 2019 reading. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Okay, I'm Gemstone Tarot. You are Pisces. There's the moon already. And the Hierophant in reverse. So that's what's happening while we're shuffling. Let's see if they come back again. What do we need to... there he is again. Okay, the Hierophant came back. What do we need to know for Pisces, Sun, Moon rising? We need to know that Mercury was retrograde in our sign for the whole of March and it made us bonkers, didn't it, Pisces? I'm a triple Pisces, so I know what it means to be a Pisces, but by God. That was testing, wasn't it? That energy of Mercury retrograde in Pisces was insanity. We're always a bit on the edge anyway, aren't we, really? You know, the energies get pushed as far as they can go with Pisces, with a 12th sign. Dissolution of the ego, the psychic and all that stuff, but I didn't really know what to make of it. I know if you watched my daily readings, some of them were bonkers, they were mad. I liked it because as a Pisces, it's quite nice, isn't it, to go on that sort of psychedelic, mental, dualistic exploration, but you've got to be able to find your way back. Or have you? I don't know. It was all a bit Alice in Wonderland for me. All a bit Alice in Wonderland. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What do we need to know? Love in general. Sun, Moon and Rising. Please do subscribe to the channel, Pisces, as well. Find that button. Hit that button, and if you are a regular subscriber, can you check that the wiggly bell is going ding-a-ling-a-ling like that? Because I know some people are telling me they're not getting the notifications, and I'm noticing that on my friends' channels, if that makes sense. Fellow tarot readers. Tush, tush, tush. Oh, hello Pisces, what's all this about? Nope. Normally for Pisces, you get a lot of jumpers. Okay. I didn't say jugglers. Jumpers. What do we need to know? Lovely spirit, divine, etc. Thank you. 3 at once, like a bus. Okay. What do we need to know? One more time. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. What card needs to pop out for us? Nope. Okay. Thank you. Oh, God. Sometimes you're sorry you asked, aren't you, Pisces? Cripes. Sugar lumps. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Okay, one story, and this may not be for all, it's not for all of you actually, there's no may not about it. This is just one sideline story. I've got the King and Queen of Swords. A relationship characterised by selfishness, narcissism, coldness. For a few of you, that's your parents. It can be parents when it's King and Queen of Swords because it's authority. both in the reverse. For some of you, the Mercury retrograde may have brought up things about your parents who have passed. For others of you, you may, as a Piscean, we mirror often the partner that we're with. For some of you, you've been with a cold and selfish partner in the past, perhaps, and you had to become cold and selfish to keep them in a way, which doesn't go down well with the Pisces delicate psyche. That looks like an ex relationship, but don't rule out, and especially because we had Mercury retrograde in Pisces, and especially some of you are actually dealing with an Aquarius, don't rule out some kind of visit, phone call, attempt at connection. 6 of Cups in reverse. So for some of you, this is about parents, and this is about the past, and it's about karma. For some of you, this is about a selfish relationship, and it's also about karma and returning. I'm just going to take a clarifier on that one. You're not expecting it, some of you. I've got this vibe for, I've only done 2 signs already, and I've had that for both. But this is quite, it's quite a tricky one, I have to say. Yeah. Oof, Jesus, okay. For some of you, this is about family issues that somehow are working their way into, they're coming up to be healed, okay? King of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse. Confusion about the King and Queen of Swords. King of Cups in reverse is Pisces out of control. Sometimes it represents alcoholism, you know, dependencies, or just, you know, that sort of Neptunian daydreaming side of ourselves, kidding ourselves. Sometimes it's when we spiral down as Pisceans, which we do sometimes, where we get out of control with our emotions and the universe and all of that stuff. What do we need to know about what to do about this? Because this is deep stuff. This is about having been used and abused a bit, really, hurt. This is coming up for attention. Yeah, for some of us, it is dealing with a narcissist. We get the challenge. Now, this is a challenge for us, okay? Psychically, this is a challenge to overcome this. But also, just for some of us, in a relationship, a selfish relationship, some people come up as a constant challenge. You know, relationships should feel easy. But sometimes, and this is with parents, you know, with past loved one, whatever it is for you, this particular dynamic served to constantly bring up pain. And there is a challenge to overcome that in some way, or to integrate it. I am going to take, if I could do this without falling over, which I can. Sonia Coquette, ask your guides. What do we need to know? This, I mean, I use Tara Brach. I love listening to Tara Brach, so it may be worth, as a Pisces, you probably like Tara Brach if you're not already listening, which you probably are. If you want to do this in terms of law of attraction, I've been listening to Agnes Vivanelli. She's very good, like her a lot. But as Pisceans, I mean, some of you, there's quantum healing, which is also good. Is it Aaron Doughty? I think he's called Doughty, Aaron. Very good. Very, very good for some of this. He also talks about his, in fact, I think it would be good. Aaron Doughty, I think that's what he's called. He has a channel that deals with 5th dimension, law of attraction, but he does share his own personal story with his stepmother and his experiences which he has healed and how some of his family have healed. And of course, our experiences with our parents influence our experiences with who we attract in our love life. So for some of you, check out his channel. I found very simpatico. I've got a lot from it. Yeah, for some of you, this is about people who have passed and the influence that they had on you and the way that you carry the lineage, that you're the lineage bearer, but you no longer wish to carry that line. Deep. I didn't think we were going in this direction, Pisces, but we are. What do you expect when you've had Mercury retrograde in your sign? Oof, yes. Okay. I love that card, actually. Look, okay, this is all a similar story. Devotion, nature spirits. Pisces, you know, we're a bit lazy sometimes. I don't know if I'm just speaking for myself. I am. We know how important it is for us to get out into nature. Really, you know, do the old tree hugging, get on the beach, be near water, be outside, smell the grass, whatever it is, okay? We know this about ourselves. Sometimes we can't be bothered, and I get that. Because Pisces is a sponge and a filter, and we get tired. Show some devotion to nature, okay? That's going to give you some answers to this. Then we also get the Guardian Angel's Death card. For some of us, look, this is the pain. And this happens, you know, especially King and Queen of Swords with a parent who was cold and a parent who was difficult, you know, and, you know, there's no judgment here because it doesn't really work like that, does it? But a parent who you had a traumatic time with, let's say, when they die, it's another awakening, isn't it? And some of you are experiencing that, and it doesn't matter whether they died recently or 10 years ago or whatever it is. There's no time on this. Some of you are coming to terms with that, finding you're on a healing journey with that. You get this gorgeous card of the imagination of the inner child. Go with that energy and you won't go far wrong. That's a very Piscean energy, actually. Okay. For some of you, you're exploring a side hustle about work. You want to do something else that captures your imagination that you love. It could be something more esoteric, more spiritual, spiritual and esoterical. That's what happens to me when Mercury's retro. I do double words. Okay, we get the Magician and we get the Two of Pentacles. If it's coming to mind for you, follow it, Pisces, particularly for some of you, itchy nose, so we know we're onto something. This is coming out of insights about this situation up here with imagination, devotion and death and the challenge and all of that stuff. Gives you insight you could pass on to others somehow, and it's some sort of business. It's not easy, it's quite messy. But what does get discounted with Pisceans is their strong work ethic. Yes, we're a bit lazy, yes, we're a bit flaky, and we're a bit weird. But our opposite sign is Virgo. Oh, that's Sun in Virgo. And the thing with Pisceans and work, okay, and jobs and things like that, is that you somehow the healing or the journey or the inspiration for a Piscean is to find freedom. Freedom is big. It's difficult for a Piscean to work in a job where there is no freedom, either artistically or time-wise or physical freedom. Pisces, you know, if they're going to sit at a desk, they like to be near the door. or they like to be near the window. Like there's a chance they could jump out if they needed to, you know, or that they can run off if they want to, or they can spy freedom out of the window. Take that concept a lot further. It looks like you're searching for something, Pisces, where you don't answer to anyone maybe, or you just have a higher degree of spiritual, intellectual, emotional freedom, whatever. For some of you, you're going to do this on the side from your job, because Two of Pentacles, Jupiter in Capricorn, is my side hustle card. Have patience with the process. Knight of Pentacles, okay? Have patience with it. It's got legs, it certainly has. For some of you, we've got the Emperor. This is about your boss. It's also the card of the father. So for some of you, that issue up there was to do with the father. I'm just going to take a clarifier for that. Interesting. Literally this month, some of you may be managing to talk to people who have passed. You may find yourself going to a spiritualist church or a development group, or getting messages from mothers and fathers. Eight of Wands for the Emperor. It can also be messages from CEOs and bosses. Yeah, for some of you, yeah, but for some of you, it's the other. And then, when I was really asking for loads of, for a jumper, literally, Spirit showed me a jumping card, we got the Tower. I know, sometimes be careful what you wish for, people. Let's see. In fact, it's not going to be, it doesn't feel like you. It feels like you. I often talk to my tarot packs like they're people. It feels like you. They all smell different, like people all smell different. Heart of the Fairy Oracle smells like spiritual soap. Ooh. There's a message trying to get through here and I can't quite interpret it. So for the Tower, I get the Crone. Pearl of Wisdom. That again is grandmothers. There's a lot of ancestral malarkey here. I want one more of those, methinks. What does Pisces need to know about the Tower? Thank you. Ooh. The Song. We love this card. The song is authenticity, your song, not someone else's. Again, for some of you, this is not carrying on. It's the destruction of what you've gone along with before. It's the destruction of what you've known. It's the destruction of bearing a family line that you don't think belongs to you. It's not your song. You're not willing to sing it. You're not on the same hymn sheet, however you want to put it. This is very important for some of you as well, just for a few of you. You may write songs, poetry, you know. And this may find its way into your writing. You may feel tired, not surprisingly, with this kind of stuff going on. You may feel like a bit physically zapped because get strength in the reverse. Any more messages for Pisces? Sun, Moon and Rising, lovely Pisceans. Pisceans having to move two fish in different directions. Five of Cups in reverse, reversal of grieving. That doesn't mean you can reverse grief. You can't reverse grief. But it does mean you change your story, you change your song. Page of Cups in reverse. For me, that goes with that Six of Cups, and that's just that little story that for a few of you, of somebody perhaps returning. Could be a family member though, or an old friend, or a relative that's like a cousin or an auntie or anything. Don't really understand it. It may not even be in physical form. It may be you find an old diary. This may even be just for one person, okay? You may be going through a deceased person's effects. You may be clearing a house. You may find old letters or an old diary or something like that that really is a tower moment for you. Be open to the message, okay? Some of you it's your father, because this is messages from the Emperor. Okay, message from the masculine. For a few of you it could be in relationship, it could be an Aries involved obviously, because it is an Aries card, but you could even be going through your stuff and find a message or a letter from an old lover that opens something up. It's a bit mysterious, Pisces. I'm going to take some Chuck Spezzano love cards. I'm very intrigued by this reading. Pisces, please do hit the subscribe button as well. Do remember to do that and hit the wiggly bell. Oh yeah. Ha! We get lust. For some of you, you may find a lusty letter, or you may make a discovery about someone that is to do with that. Or your relationship may have been characterised by that. You also get adventure and floating on air. Adventure is a card of going dating and dating outdoors. So if you're single, Pisces, yeah, go on some adventurous dates if you can. Be outside. And floating on air is a luck card. That's about finding love or peace or something unexpectedly. And it would be with this tower moment as well. I feel like that would be hidden. But there are messages coming in, right, left and centre. Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands in reverse is my Mercury Retrograde card. So, of course, it goes direct. But Mercury is still in Pisces. It's just direct rather than retrograde. And I feel like, of course, we have Venus in our sign as well this month, which is very nice. Good time to have your hair done, buy clothes, anything to do with the visage. Good for being attractive, for attracting friends, love, all of those things. But they seem to be a bit on the back burner for me. This other story seems more potent. Yeah. Go the distance. Strength in reverse, there is often a need to look after ourselves because there's a distance to go here. There's like an emotional distance and there's a story. And there's a need for some resilience. And Pisceans do run out of puff quite a lot, okay? Remember, we got the challenge. Okay, we get signs. Look out, whatever your sign is. You know, butterflies, feathers, it can be anything, bottles, you know, whatever it is. Especially if it's signs of communication from someone who's deceased, that's really important. It's signs from divine, it's direction, it's dreams, it's all of that lovely Piscean stuff. The messages you get are not coming straight forward, which they wouldn't for a Pisces. 6 of Cups in reverse, okay? This is a reading that is multifaceted. It's multi-layered, Pisces. Please do, let me know if it resonates. Leave me a comment. And subscribe so you get my pick a card readings and my daily readings and my monthly readings. Lovely Pisces. I'll see you soon. Namaste.